Kid Vila Focha, Gok Dinner, you are all welcome back to my channel. My name is Jason Floody, and in today's video what we are going to be doing is Wherever You Will Go by The Calling Out. Great 90s noughties classic. So with this video we are going to be doing the tab. We are also going to be doing the strumming for the song, which has the verse, the chorus and the bridge all included with the same strumming pattern throughout, but the chords vary depending on which you are going to be playing. So without further ado guys, it is time to learn. So let's cover the chords we're going to need first, then we will go into the strumming part of the song, and then we'll go into the tab part of the song at the end. I have my capo on number 2, so if you're playing along with the original version of the song, capo 2 does fine. If you don't own a capo, this is just for playing along with the original or singing with the original. Capos just make it higher or lower to suit your vocals. So if you had a lower voice and you weren't able to sing along with the original, then you take off your capo, go down. And if you had a higher voice and you wanted to sing higher than the original, then you put on capo 3, 4 or 5, or you change the chord progression to suit your voice. So I'm putting it on capo 2 so that if you are at speed and you want to play along with the original, you can do that. So capo 2 is the original. So some of the chords we are going to need is C. So we start in box 1 string 2, box 2 string 4, which is the D, and box 3 string 5, which is the A. So that's B, D and A. That's your A chord. Another chord we're going to need is A minor. So first box string 2 or B string again, second box D and G, which is 4 and 3 together. We need a B minor 7 here as well. So in the second box, it's the A string, and in the third box, it's the B string. So A, box 2, B, box 3. We need a C/B. So what this is box 1, string 2, or the B string, and in the second box, it's the A string, string 5. Okay, now this is just one variation on C/B. In other variations, you would also have your third finger on the D string as well, but for this they only use it for the tab, so we're going to remove that third finger, so we're only using 2 fingers. That's B in box 1, A in box 2, and that's going to be your C/B for the tab section of this song later on. And then we have an F chord, so I'm going to show you 3 variations. You play the variation that you like. Now only one chord diagram is going to pop up here, and then I'll just explain the others to you. So up here it's going to be the intermediate version, the chord version of the chord, and I'm going to show you the easy version, which is the first box second string or string B, the second box G string, which is the third string, and the third box fourth string, which is the D. So that's B, G, D from box 1, 2 and 3. That's your easy F. Then we have the chord that's shown up here. So we put our first finger, box 1, string 2, B. Second finger, second box, string 3, G. And in the third box, it is the 5th and 4th string, A and D together. To make this a little harder, you can straighten that first finger to give a little bit of a F bar chord sound. And then for the advanced people, from the F chord, straighten that first finger to cover all of box 1 and strum. But if you are advanced, you probably skip past this chord section anyway, so it doesn't really matter to you. So we have the easy F, the intermediate F and the advanced F. Finally then we have an E chord. So E is exactly like A minor, just every finger is up a string. So in the first box it's G, which is string 3, and in the second box it's A and D, which are strings 5 and 4. Okay, difference between E and E minor is just that first finger. So if I was to remove that first finger, that's E minor, put them back on, G box 1, that's E. Okay, they are the chords we're going to need. Let's get into the song progression and the strumming of the song now. Okay, so for the verse and the chorus of this song, it is the same chord progression and the same strumming. We have a C, B minor 7, A minor and F. And I'm going to show you some variations on how you can play that. The basic version is just use those chords with the strumming. More advanced version then messes around with the fingers you're going to use for the chords, as well as the F at the end. So we'll start with C. The strumming pattern goes down, pause, up, down, up. If you want to get the timing right, just say it as you do it. Down, pause, up, down, up. Then B minor 7 is the second box A string and the third box B string. Down, pause, up, down, up. A minor and your F. So that is your basic strumming with those 4 chords. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I play it. I do the C normally. For the B minor 7, I put my middle finger on the A in box 2, and I put my pinky finger on the B in box 3, and I leave my first finger on for all of it. Okay, so I'm just using those fingers. Instead of switching my hand around, my first finger stay where it is from C into B minor 7 and then down into your A minor chord. So your first finger doesn't have to move at all. Your hand doesn't have to do a lot of movement. You're relying more on the dexterity of your fingers rather than moving your whole hand, which slows you down. So it's normal C, then your middle finger up to the A string, third finger off, and pinky on B3. That's your B minor 7. Then across into your A minor chord. And then F. So you can do the full strum pattern, down, pause, up, up, or down, pause, up, down, down, up, down, and then I put my third finger up on the top string to give me that bass note G. And that makes sense later on in the tab because it switches from an F to a G in the tab at the end. So on the F I go down, down, up, down, and then that F note, or the G bass note, and then back to C. So if you do that on the F, the down, down, up, down, G, then it would sound like this. So you just get that little chord change at the end, but the normal strumming is fine. So that is the verse and the chorus. That's played for both sections. So whether you're transitioning from verse to chorus or chorus to verse, it's the same strumming, same 4 chords. Then we have the bridge of the song. So we're starting off in A minor this time. Same strumming is throughout the whole song, so it's just the chords that change, and it's A minor, down, pause, up, up, down, up, F, up, down, up, G, up, down, up, and then we have our E, up, down, up. So G is just the second box, A, third box, big E, and little E. Okay, and that's played twice for the bridge. A minor, F, up, down, up, G, up, down, up, E, up, down, up. And that's played twice. That's the part that goes. Run away with my heart, just run away with my hope, and run away with my love. Just that one part of the song changes, and then it goes back into your tab and strumming to finish out the song. So guys, that is the strumming part of the song. You have your C, B minor 7, A minor, and F for the verses, the choruses, and to finish out the song with the last remaining choruses. You have your A minor, F, G, and E for the bridge, and all of the song strums, down, pause, up, down, up. So let's go into the tab part of the song now. Okay guys, for the tab part, we're going to need our C, or C/B, or A minor, and then a little weird finger placing at the end because it's not using a full F chord. It uses some open strings with some of the F bass notes and some F notes switching to a G bass note then at the end. So C starting off. Okay, I won't scare you with the end part yet. Start off with C. Now for the first 3 chords, or the first 3 parts of this tab, the picking pattern is the same. So if you're looking over here and you see the first 3 parts of the tab, the numbers or the strings are in the same order. It's just the last one that changes. So if you get the finger placing right and you practice that picking pattern over and over and over again, you should be able to go from one into the other without stopping. So we have C first, and you're going A, D, G, D, G, B, G, D. So A, D, G, D, G, B, G, D. Take off your third finger and move your middle finger up a string. That brings you into your C/B. Exact same picking pattern again. A, D, G, D, G, B, and then G, D. So A, D, G, D, G, B, G, D. Now A minor 7 for the tab, so we just move our middle finger down 1 string. A minor 7 is A minor just without your third finger. So it's the same picking, A, D, G, D, G, B, G, D. So the 3 of those, C, C/B, A minor 7. So C, and then remove your third finger, middle finger up, and then middle finger down. That is it. And the picking pattern is your A, D, G, D, G, B, G, D. Okay, now we're into the F part. So I'm going to show you how I play it, and then I'm going to tell you what fingers you can use if you want to play it differently. So our first finger stays on the B string box 1 the whole time. And I use my thumb then just to lean on the very top of box 1, the top string on box 1. You don't have to come around the neck of the guitar. There's a lot of flesh on the front part of this thumb, and there are a good few songs that use the thumb as well, so it's great to start learning to use it early. Just let all that fleshy part lean on the string, just pull back and lean into the string. It's a big string, so even if you put a little pressure on it, you'll get a good sound out of it. So our thumb is on the top of box 1, big E string, and our first finger's on B box 1, and we're hitting E, big E, and then G, B, G, then big E, B. Then we remove our thumb, we drop that down, and we put our third finger on the very top of box 3. So that's third box, big E string, and we're picking big E and B again. So that goes thumb on the very top of box 1, and your E, G, B, G, E, B. Switch to that third finger on the top of box 3, E, B. And the reason I use this shape is because now all I have to do is drop that third finger string, add my middle on, who's waiting already, and I'm back into C, and I can just do that loop all over again. So that goes. Okay, just like that. So I can easily transition from the end back into C. Now, if you can't use your thumb, if you're just a beginner and the neck is too wide, or you got a classical guitar by mistake, or you like playing on classical, either way, just those necks are wider. You can use your first finger up top and your middle finger down, but then it means you're going to have to stretch or switch your fingers. So from here, you go, and then you're going to have to switch, because regardless of whether you use your thumb or your first finger at the start, you have to finish with your first finger and third finger on that last section. So if you want to use your first finger, that's fine. E, G, B, G, E, B. Switch first finger down to that B box 1, third finger to top of box 3. Alright, you're still hitting the same notes, you're still hitting the same strings, you're just using different finger placings. That's much harder in reality, because here you're just moving your thumb, first finger, third finger. Now with that, I would practice that. I would go E, B with your thumb, E, B with your third finger, E, B, thumb, E, B, third finger. And then maybe go into the C as well, E, B, A string on the C. Just to practice the transition from the different hand placings. So you can practice with the thumb, third finger down into C, so that when it comes to the picking pattern, you can just fly through the song without having to stop every time to move your fingers slowly. So practice the hardest parts of the song and then add them in later. There's different ways of practicing. You can play a song the whole way through, or you can just work on the hardest part of the song, connecting it together, and then throw it into the song when you're ready to play it or practice. Don't always just try to play it over and over and over again. It doesn't work. You might get good at that one part, but then when you're trying to move from that part into another part, you'll still pause in between. Always try and connect them together. So that's why in the F, we're just practicing the E, B, switch, E, B, and then into the C. You're not just stopping on the E, B, E, B. You're adding in that C after, so that you can go back to the start of the song, the easy part. Right, guys, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you did like it, hit that like button. It shows me that you like this material, and then I know what material to release on Thursdays, because Thursdays are kind of just random stuff. I had a loop pedal tutorial last week. I can throw more loop pedal tutorials in. Add comments. Let me know what you think of these videos, if you want more information on them, or if you want a certain style, or you want me to start using different equipment. Let me know. I can always make videos. Thursdays are just kind of random. I just make a video about whatever I feel at the time. Today I was listening to that song. I was like, oh yeah, that's a great song. Why not just throw it in? And plus I play this one in my gigs. That's exactly how I play it. They're notes I use on a capo too as well. So I do use a loop pedal on this when I'm playing it in gigs as well. So if you want me to show you how to play it on a loop pedal, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button on the videos that you do like. Don't hit dislike if you don't like it, just skip it if you don't like it. Hit the like button if you like the videos, and then I can release more content related to those videos. I have 3 videos coming out consistently each week, and then maybe a cover video coming out once a week on a random day. So Tuesday's my reaction videos, Thursday's a random, Sunday's an Irish tune, and then a cover video coming out randomly, maybe on a Wednesday or a Friday. We'll see how that goes. But guys, that is all for me today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will see you next time.